peacebuilding can be defined as the non-violent responses to violent acts by communities. The Peacebuilding Practicum was a space that we created to take students to see how is it that some of the methods that we use in the NACR program were constructed with people on the ground.
Our faculty are connected to so many different organizations and different groups of people around the world. Why don't we take advantage of that and really try to connect with these groups we're working with on the ground and bring students to share in that. Joanne and I have been going to Colombia for many years now, and there are so many stories told within the Colombian context about the conflict and the civil war that lasted more than 50 years. Not enough attention is given to what's been happening in the peace-building area.
So it's a country that has been able somehow to sustain life and actually thrive in the middle of a war.
One of the reasons I was really interested in that peace-building practicum was getting to see how do people actually go from a place where there is widespread, intractable conflict to a place where there actually is peace.
The big value of working in the field is that you get the chance to talk with these people, learn from what they need, and then you build conflict strategies based on what they need and not on what you think they need.
We're working with an organization, Fundación Pintuco, and we're trying to create a baseline to see where a particular community, San Carlos, is right now in their peace-building process. And so in order to do that, we involve the students in collecting baseline information.
We started the course in Bogotá, in the capital of Colombia, and there we mostly spent our time on campus at Los Andes University, going over the method and the theory for the course.
Going through this class was really interesting, in part because it was not just students from Columbia University, but there were also students from Los Andes University.
You had two different groups of students coming together, very diverse, who build relationships with each other, and then meeting people in the field. So you had multiple parties all coming together in different ways, getting to know each other and experience each other and learn from each other.
I think it was a microcosm of the NACR program in general, because the first 5 days were a lot more in the classroom, and then we moved to Medellin, and that was almost entirely fieldwork.
We visited different parts of the city in which the conflict has developed in different ways. The students were able to understand that in spite of us having models for conflict resolution, they cannot be applied in the same way in every setting.
I have come to understand that peacebuilding is finding ways to help people change their perception about violence. Through the Colombia, we saw that a lot of people did it through art, through festivals, and through paintings. This helped people show that it was okay to interact with each other, to live with each other. The trip was enlightening in the fact that we got to do something that very few people can do, and it's the fact that you go not as a tourist but as a scholar. You got to experience those connections with local people and the local context, that you get a much deeper understanding of the conflict that you're studying.
There's conflicts anywhere you go, and there are possibilities for engaging in conflict resolution and practicing the theories that we're learning wherever we are.
A university such as Columbia has important resources, human resources, that have produced theories, practices, tools that, if are widely shared with people outside of the US, have the potential to really transform the world.